We had such a fun time hosting with Sherri Shepherd on Friday, and she gave us a little shout out here at Fox 2 on her show. Here's what she said.
Detroit is so great, and while everybody in Detroit was lovely to me, I thought the people at the station were trying to send me into a diabetic coma because every segment they had me eating something. They had me eating deep dish pizza from Detroit. They had me eating, I mean, the pizza was great. They had me eating apple pie. I was eating, and it ain't like, and I see, eating is like my crack. They had me eating Coney Island chili dogs. And I tell people, like, eating, I got an addiction to food. Once I start eating, I can't stop. And so, literally, I showed up in Detroit, and I was wearing a size 10. I left a size 14 because I was eating so much. And then what you're not seeing is there was one segment they had me, the gourmet ice cream truck, and I told them to take me out the segment because then I'd be knocked out with the ice cream. But the one person I have to give a special shout out to is Al Johnson at Fox 2 Detroit, because he was the planning editor that took good care of me while I was at the station. And he shared with me, this is what I love about this man. When it's not too late. He shared with me that he was 40 years old when he left his career in the printing business, and he went to broadcast school to learn television. And so he's been there for the last 20-something years. And that was such a wonderful example to me that it's never too late to change course and find your passion. And that was Al. And as my friend Bevy Smith always says, it gets greater later. So I want to thank Fox 2 Detroit and again for being so hospitable.
Yay! We had big fun with Sherri.
Yeah,
wow.
Cool.
And look who's here now.
Al Johnson.
Hey, guys.
So you left a rather large impression on Sherri Shepherd.
I guess. I was kind of surprised because her executive producer, John, when we were going out of the studio, one of those segment breaks, he said Sherri would like a picture. And I said, oh yeah, she can take it right over there. I didn't know he was talking about with me. And I said, she can go right over there because our graphics were still up. And he said, no, she wants to take a picture with you. And I was like, me? Really? Okay, well, I was flattered. I didn't know she fully intended to do what she did yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's why she wanted a picture, I guess.
How does that make you feel, Al? I mean, all the people that she comes in contact with in her life, and like just to take that 30 seconds on a national show on her platform and use your story to inspire somebody else.
It's a pretty special feeling. You know, it's pretty cool. I was
Did
pleasantly
you get some phone
surprised.
calls from anybody?
I did. A couple of PR folks in New York, because her show airs earlier in New York than it does here. And I don't know, maybe around 11 o'clock, my phone rang in my office, and it was a PR person in New York that I often work with. And then 20 minutes later, I got a call from another PR person in New York. Al, we saw you on Sherri Shepherd. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, it was kind of cool.
That's a part of Sherri's story as well, so it makes sense to me that resonated with her, because she's talked about, and she was telling me, we had a private conversation, she was telling me how she had pitched herself for her show for so long and was told no by the networks, told no.
Yeah.
And now she's having her chance, and it's, you know, she's like, I might not be, you know, these 22-year-olds that are being hired everywhere, but this is my value, this is what I bring to the table. She's doing very well here in Detroit, and she used your story to highlight that as well.
Yeah, it really made me feel special. You know, it really did. And she's a sweetheart. I thoroughly enjoyed her. I was running back and forth up and down the halls trying to make sure she was in the right place at the right time. It was a lot, but it was worth every minute of it.
Got to feel good for somebody to see the work that you do and appreciate it in the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 'Cause, go ahead.
I was going to say, and it was not your intent to send her in a diabetic shock.
No, it wasn't. I was just trying to come up with fun segments that she could interact in.
Right.
And I guess maybe I got a little too carried away.
No, it was fine.
Her crew was happy too.
Oh, yeah.
And I think for some, they had never had fresh apple cider before, stuff that we take for granted.
Right.
You're right.
So it was kind of a fun thing behind the scenes. But
She was talking about that pie. For hours.
And the muffins. Those were from Blake's.
The muffins. That's what it was.
Yeah, so she was really sweet and down to earth. So it was a really fun.
Yeah, it was a good representation of some of our Detroit treats.
And I don't want to put Sherri's business out there, but one of the things she said was, and this guy is really responsible for it, of all the local stations she goes to, this was the top stop. And that's because of this guy.
Well, thanks.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
Yep.
We love you, Al. Glad to have you.